Okay, so far what we were working on was the brush trap and getting your strikes in there, right? Okay. Part of the problem in teaching martial arts is I've always believed that for adults, one of the primary reasons they take a martial art is for self-defense purposes. And as an instructor, I always felt that it was important that if they can't walk out of my class that very first night with a skill of some sort that will be able to help them or make them better be able to defend themselves after that class, I have failed somewhere along the line. So, over the years and playing with a variety of self-defense techniques and the brush traps and the wedges and all kinds of things, I finally come to a conclusion that what we need is something very simple that addresses the problem. The problem is an attack. The attack changes for male and female. Primary attack for a male is going to be a right hooking punch on the street. That's primary. For a female, it's going to be potentially a hair grab. Hair grab, potentially a slap, but a hair grab is going to come into play for females. So now, with your brush trap and things like that, if they throw a hooking punch, is that brush trap going to work out for you sometime if you're on the outside? No, you're going to be behind, right? How do you know which hand they're going to throw? Do you know if they're going to throw a left or a right? Are you that good to be able to defend against a left or a right, whether it was a straight or a hook punch? Or are you just going to eat the punch? Just going to eat the punch, aren't you? So what we needed was one technique that covers the vast majority of attacks that can be learned quickly and simply, and hopefully give that person a little bit better chance of being able to defend themselves in a violent confrontation. Now, we already know when we hit somebody, where's our number one spot to hit somebody that's close to a human off button as there is? Right here on the jaw, right? Stomach 5. Can't the jaw, turn the head. Closest thing to a human off button that there is. If there's somebody swinging at us, do you think it's a good idea that we not get hit here?
Sir?
Yeah. One of the things I can do to do that is if I raise my shoulders. If I raise my shoulders real quick and his fist comes off here at a glance, I'm still going to get hit in the head, but is it going to hit my jaw? No. But that's not enough. So here's the deal. Raising both shoulders up, stepping in, and basically creating a cage or a helmet around your head. How many of you worn a helmet before? A bike helmet or a motorcycle helmet? Is there space inside there when you put that helmet on? Or is it on pretty tight? It's pretty tight, right? So your head can't be loose in the helmet. So when you bring hands up like this and tuck your elbows together, we're basically going to create a helmet. Okay? So, Jeff, you come up here.
Yes, sir.
So, you just stand here. If you could bring your hands, both hands up and shield it like that. Okay, good. Keep this up tight there like that. Knees are tucked together. Step forward a little bit. Bend legs. Toes forward. Right. Now, if you look at this, if I'm taking a swing at him, I might hit him here, but this is not going to be very damaging. Nothing's coming in here, left or right. He's well protected. If it's a straight shot and I hit him right here on the crown, there's a good chance I'm breaking my hand. He's going to be fine. This isn't going to knock him out. He's going to be in good shape. So he's pretty well protected, isn't he? Okay, relax. All right. So basically what he did was he protected himself. But now we're being attacked. We have to respond, right?
Sir?
How long is it going to take to win a fight when you're blocking? You can't, right? Eventually you have to go on the offensive. You have to attack. If he launches a hook, if I step in, did I not get away from the dangerous part of things? Yes? This is a great place for me to be right now. It's kind of against the way people think. A lot of people want to back up from things. I say go in. So even if I just stood here, if he hook punches and I shield, I know I'm still okay, but I haven't done anything to him just yet. Right? I still have to contend with this problem. When this one doesn't connect, what's he going to do? Here comes another one. Right? There's nothing I can do to stop that unless I've done something to him. So here's our philosophy. First off, we have to have our hands up. We have to have the hands into play. If he starts to launch, if I'm not close to being ready to go, he's going to connect, and I could potentially lose this. So my hands are up. He launches his attack. I'm going to step straight in and jam him with these elbows. but I can't have it out like this, and I can't have it in here like this. If that hand sneaks around in here, I'm getting caught in the side of the jaw or the neck. Another good place not to get hit. Another place I don't want to get hit myself. Let's come out here a little bit more. So, I got my hands up, he attacks. Boom, I step in. As soon as I've done this and impacted, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open. We're going to open violently. Bang! And I'm hitting whatever it is I have. I don't know where he's going to be. So if he's still facing me, maybe turn towards me more, like this, when he's impacting. And when I open now I'm hitting him here. Right? Ultimately, what I'd like to do is place his bone of pain across his neck here, which is number 2 knockout place for me, or anything across his jaw. But quite frankly, once I open up here in anything, I'm attacking downstairs anyway at this point. Okay? So here's what I'm going to want you to do. Your partner goes to attack, you step in, bring both hands up, bring elbows in, explosively attack, and then eclectic violence. In this case, it would be a good front kick to the groin, or he's giving me my liver meridian, or spleen right here. We take that out, what's going to happen? He's gone. He's gone. Okay? Now this, you can learn tonight and walk out that door and potentially use this to successfully defend yourself in a situation, right? Because you're not worried about whether it's a left or a right, a hook punch or a straight punch. Somebody can say, well, what if it's a kick? Well, this isn't going to block a kick unless he's kicking you in the head. But let me tell you something. Out of all the thousands and thousands of street fight videos I've seen, I maybe have seen 2 that started with a kick. So the likelihood of that happening is not going to be not very likely. What if you punch me in the stomach? All those crunches you do, there's a reason for it. I'm not telling you you're not going to get hit. What I'm trying to do is protect you so you don't get knocked out and you can deliver some justice and you can go home that night. Make sense?
Sir.
Okay, so when you do this, make sure there's no space in here, okay? All right, let's go.